Hello everyone, welcome to Finance Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about life lessons about the greed of money. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. Money is a commodity that is widely recognized for use as a means of trade across the world's economic systems. People from all walks of life, from region to region and nation to country, are able to trade with each other because of the flow of money. Another usage is to determine the worth and price of the product or service. As a result, the way you deal with money is crucial to your overall well-being. Every day, money is a commodity that draws a lot of attention, and it can either be utilized wisely or abused. It's time to get down to business. What are the best ways to make good use of this vital resource that influences every choice we make? Make sure you finish this video if you want to understand more about money. Let's get this party started, shall we? Many people lament their lack of savings, but if you work hard and spend your hard-earned cash wisely, you will eventually accumulate some savings of your own. You're wiser than most people, and you'll start saving before you earn a raise or get a large windfall, which most people do. Determined effort and focus will help you get started on the path to better financial management. However tiny your resources may be, you don't have to wait till tomorrow to begin. You'll be astonished in a few years to see how much money is saved due to the compound interest. Finding a trustworthy financial organization or product to preserve your money, however, is essential. Your money will begin to increase if you put it in a place where it will generate a high rate of interest with minimum fees. It's odd that for many individuals, borrowing money at a high interest rate is the first thing that springs to mind when they need money urgently. The worst part is that they don't have a strategy in place for repaying the loan. This condition is quite perilous. To repay your debt, it might be quite tough. Expenses and interest, as well as the potential for a negative cash flow, may put a damper on your financial goals. Be sure to map out a strategy for repaying your debt before you take out a loan. Even if you're having trouble making your payments, interest on your debt will keep piling up, which is a terrible fact. It's crucial to know why you're taking out a loan and for what reason when you're borrowing money. If, for example, you borrow money to purchase land or property, which increases in value over time, you have a higher chance of recouping your investment. However, if you spend your money on things like shopping sprees and vacations, you'll have a hard time paying off your debt. In the past, I've traveled to town and heard someone yelling, "Get our services for free!" or something like that. It goes without saying, of course, that nothing in life comes for nothing. Everything has a caveat. People who give out freebies are doing themselves a disservice if they don't take something in return. There are times when you need to be careful and question yourself if you're giving away something that you're getting for free. There is almost always a catch to freebies, so do some research beforehand. As an example, many businesses sell almost expired goods in order to keep them fresh in the store. If you accept the offer, you may not be able to utilize the excellent product you purchased with a freebie before it expires, meaning you won't be able to use the freebie. When anything is provided to you for free, it's a good idea to ask yourself why. We have an ingrained belief that the only way to get money is via a traditional job. Everywhere, school systems have ingrained these beliefs in people's brains, making them universally accepted. Even if there are many chances out there, the only thing you'll need to know is how to get your hands on them, so do your research. Even if you have regular work, you may supplement your income on the weekends by doing other activities. There are several ways you might discover and profit from the needs of individuals around you, is certain in life. This might be due to a shift in the economy, such as merger, takeover, or retrenchment at your place of employment. Be prepared for anything while you're working for someone else, and think of measures such as by providing a service or product that meets or exceeds their requirements. Finding methods to monetize your interest and passions is another option. People's wants will always emerge since we live in a constantly changing environment. Even if you are an expert in a certain field, you should not limit your income opportunities to the field alone. Your employer owes you nothing more but a salary each month and the occasional show of respect. As long as you're employed, you'll have a regular income for the duration of your work. It's possible that the position won't be accessible in the future, but nothing to protect yourself in the event of an emergency. Even if you have full-time work, you should always be on the lookout for methods to supplement your income. When a person loses his or her work, many individuals try to save money in interest-earning facilities to ensure a smooth transition. Spending money you don't have is a bad idea, particularly on things you don't need. You could purchase something because everyone else is doing it, or because someone is offering a great deal on something you enjoy. That's all it takes sometimes. Ask yourself whether you truly need to make a change or if your budget allows for it. Many often, we purchase items only to discover afterward that we didn't need them and that they didn't enhance our quality of life in any way. Spending too much of your hard-earned money would only cause you to be depressed and regretful in the long run. In reality, no one drives two automobiles at the same time, and no one can live in two homes at the same time. People that buy a lot of properties but don't live in them or don't rent them out to make money wind up losing money because of the lack of upkeep. Spend just what you can afford. Use it effectively and keep it in good condition. It's also possible to have a whole wardrobe that hasn't been worn in years. This is a waste of money that you've worked hard for, so stay away from it. We don't make any preparations for retirement since we believe it is a far future event. Eventually, you'll realize that planning for your retirement is essential, and you'll be glad you did. However, in most situations, this occurs after a long period of employment. If you start saving for retirement as early as possible, you'll have a long period of time during which to increase your money via the compounding effect of the investment you make. For people in the workforce or running their own business, there are a plethora of retirement options. In order to come up with a long-term strategy, it is essential that you do a thorough research. Do not put in years of hard work just to find out later that your money has been mishandled or even gone missing. People who choose early retirement are more adaptable since they can still redouble your efforts to make money. However, for those who reach the age of retirement at 70 or more, many people don't want to work any longer for money. Thus, their retirement funds are quite valuable to them. If you want to be financially secure in your old age, start saving for retirement as soon as possible while you are still young. Interest in a savings account is often low or non-existent. Through service charges, taxes and other fees, banks and other financial institutions profits when you save your money in these accounts. Investing your money in a high-interest savings account is a better option than letting it languish. To get the best interest rates, you need to know where to put your money in money market funds rather than a bank. When it comes to making investments, you don't want to hurriedly make a decision. Investing in a variety of different companies, each with a focus on a particular purpose, allows you to diversify your risk. There are a lot of unethical companies out there that don't handle assets in the best interest of their consumers, which makes people nervous about where to invest. Despite this, we have a number of reputable institutions that are authorized to handle the cash of individuals. People in your network can help you obtain a better idea of where to go. Ideas on how to generate money fast or how to increase your wealth are being sold by a large number of individuals. People have lost a lot of money due to scams promising unrealistically large returns. You should use care while making business arrangements, and if they seem good on the surface, deals might sometimes begin well, only to turn sour and cost you money later on. Choose cautiously, since not all bargains are worth your time and money. But on the other side, If you don't want to lose out on great chances, you need to examine your options carefully. Just those risks that you are able to minimize every now and again. You'll need all of your A to Z's so that you may make an informed choice before you sign on a dotted line. You might also begin by investing a little amount to see whether it's worth your while. Let me know if this video was helpful to you by giving it a thumbs up if you were satisfied with the material. As a last note, have a wonderful day and we'll see you tomorrow.